Hard Rockology Radio, that's some new music from the band Burn Halo off their latest release, Wolves of War. The song is called Don't Think You Know. And recently, I had a chance to talk to guitarist Joey Roxx about the new album, the tour the band is currently on, and all things in between. Check it out. All right, Chris here from Hard Rockology Radio. I'm here with Joey Roxx from Burn Halo. Hey, thanks for taking time out to talk to me today, man, before your show tonight.
Yeah, dude, right? No problem, man. Well, I'm glad you got to come and we got to hang out for a bit.
Yeah, cool. See, the album literally just dropped yesterday. Wolves of War.
Dude.
I have to say, I downloaded it yesterday.
Oh, what's your favorite song so far?
Favorite song was the last one.
Oh, you were the damn man. That was kind of like our magnum opus. It was like, that was actually the last song we wrote for the record, and we kind of got to the point where James was like, we should write like an old school metal, but basically like almost like an opera, and just like make it really thematic.
That's what I liked. That's what I liked about
just
it.
Go all out on it. So I was like, dude, no way. So we left this in a room for 8 hours, and that's what came out.
Yeah, it was a cool song. It reminds me obviously of Avenged Sevenfold.
Oh yeah, of course.
So you're gonna.
I always get those references. Well, they're actually cool enough. In it was 2008 or 2009. They took us on our first tour ever. So
really,
we know those guys a lot. They're real cool dudes.
Yeah, they're from Orange County
too. Of course, dude. The Orange County connection, where Heart's from.
Yeah, exactly. So what's your favorite song on the album?
Honestly, You Are the Damned. If not, let's see here. I really like Home. It's kind of got some cool stuff, and I got that chromatic run in there.
Yeah,
so that's
exactly.
really fun one to play live in a strong chorus. Or actually, no, I take that back. Out of Faith.
Okay, Out of Faith.
That's
got the cool. That's got a cool lead in it too, and I like the. Forgive me for a second, because I'm trying to get familiar with the names of the songs. Don't You Think You Know? It's got a cool riff in it too.
Yeah, that's a good one. We're playing that one tonight too.
Yeah. So, all right. So tell me the story. Why the album took so long? I know the label. There was some issues with the labels because it's been like about what 3 years, three and a half years.
Yeah. Well, basically, we all kind of needed a break. We kind of relentlessly toured for a while, and then it got to the point where we were all home for a bit, and we got a new label and kept trying to get it going, but that label ended up folding, so they ended up, doing the whole record label kind of keeping it thing, and it was a battle and a half. I mean, they were cool enough at first to get us Fred Archambault to produce it, and that was a blessing, because he's obviously he's the best dude I've ever worked with, and he came great, highly recommended from Matt and Sin from Avenged, and other than that, man, it was just once you kind of hand it over to the label, I mean, you have say in it, but if they don't want to release it, then they don't have to, and it's kind of their call on it, because they're your record label, and we kind of all had some personal issues that we had to take care of. Like, I was in a car accident that I had to get better from, so they were cool enough, like the guys that is, to let me heal and get back up to speed before we actually could tour, and that's kind of a good brotherly move. I mean, Hart and I have been in the band since like 07,
yeah, I was gonna say 07. You're like one of the main guys.
We're like blood brothers, man. Like, I love that dude like an older brother, and he's always had my back, so I really appreciate him and the rest of the guys. We got a great crew. We picked up my buddy Ryan from he was a local guy in Sac, but he was obviously one of the top.
Ryan's the other guitar player.
Yeah, he was one of the top guns out there. He originally played bass for us, but we
we
started writing the new record. It was mainly me and him, and he has a home studio at his house that we just worked and demoed, and then we found Chris Bishop, our bass player, through Ryan, and then kind of a Craigslist situation with our drummer Johnny Badbones. And you always hear those horror stories. I don't know if you've ever tried to find musicians on Craigslist. They always usually turn out to be superb if you catch them adrift. But this dude came in, and he's just like, we called him Professor Barbecue because he's that fun-loving, party and go jet ski on the weekend dude.
Yeah.
But he can kill a drum set, man.
Yeah, because there's been a lot of lineup changes over the years since you've been in the band.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm the only one that's lasted out. I mean, dude, life happens these days, and touring right now, with I guess either the industry or the economy, it's almost harder than it's ever been to get that that little extra hump to make it like, oh, cool, now this is like a living thing. But James always instilled that work ethic with everyone. Hustle, keep going, keep pushing, and eventually, I mean, hard work always seems to pay off.
So you guys are going to be on the road for at least a month and a half, and going all the way across country.
Yep, we're going all the way to Maine, I believe. We're going to the Masquerade in Atlanta, which is one of my favorite places. Not Hidden Machine Shop in Flint. If you've ever been there, it's probably the craziest venue ever. It's awesome. And then other than that, we're talking about a tour in November with a couple bands that as soon as we can, check our Facebook, and I'll give you a call and we'll let you know, man.
Okay, cool. Just let me ask a couple basic questions. Like, what were some of the musicians when you were younger that got you into playing guitar?
Oh, dude, Paul Gilbert from Mr. Big.
Mr. Big?
Yeah, dude, I loved Mr. Big, dude.
Yeah.
Even though they had that, it's kind of funny that he's such an amazing guitar player.
Yeah.
But that one song he's
great.
known for.
He was good.
And then Racer X, back in the day, dude. Yeah, dude, I remember when I was a kid, it was back when there were still record stores that were real record stores.
Yeah.
And, like, no one had a copy of Street Lethal, dude, and I wanted to get scarified. I really wanted to learn it because I saw, like, I don't know how, because back then, like, to be a shredder was really hard. Like, now you can just go on YouTube and look up their old videos. When I was a kid, not to date myself, you literally had to go to that hole in the wall, like, the stoner rock music shop that still had because this was like the 90s.
Yeah.
You had to find the collection of that dude that was meticulously kept VHSs from the 80s. They were all scratchy and there were no tabs with them, so you just had to sit there and figure it out. But, dude, Paul Gilbert, #1. Let's see who else. I love AFI. They're my all-time favorite band.
Okay.
So just that whole vibe, dude. I can't just say Jade Puget did it, but Davey Havoc, obviously, very enigmatic frontman, much like David Bowie,
Yeah. I'm gonna do a word association with the names of the songs on the record.
Okay.
Tell me what you think of it right off the bat. You got it? You know how to play word association.
Yeah.
All right, let's do Wolves of War, the title track from the album.
Scary.
Okay. Like I said, I'm trying to learn the names of the songs. Don't Think You Know. Come on, it's my favorite song.
I was like active rock. Oh no, what were we going for with that? We just grungy, because that riff, we want some just trudgy, like Alice in Chains, so grungy. That's what I'm gonna go.
Okay, I love the name of this title. Fuck You.
Ex-girlfriends. You all have that dude that you're like, really? Come on, man, right here, buddy. This one's for you.
Okay, Dying Without You.
Mirrors.
Okay, Out of Faith.
Bon Jovi.
Okay. Home.
The Walking Dead.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking too. Novocaine.
Teeth.
Okay, Enemy Inside.
Sirens.
Okay, Will to Live.
Ooh, that's a hard one. That's a really personal one. Let's see. Pain. I mean, it's like literally giving someone advice you know is going through that, and it's gonna be okay, and like trying to get them to turn it around,
Yeah. Until the End.
Good Charlotte. Don't ask me, because they always have that kind of like easy, kind of 3-chord type format. We kind of went just for a pure, almost hoopa stinky type, just riding it out,
You Are the Damned.
Magnum opus.
Yeah.
Magnum opus.
I do like the chorus at the end when it fades out. I love that part.
With the whole
I love
choir
that
and stuff.
Yeah, that's really cool. Whose idea was that? Or you guys just sat in the studio and said we got to have a choir?
Well, no, we did this. We did that breakdown. And then obviously it does like the kind of Garth Brooks thing with the and then Fred was like, no, we got to have like bassoons and oboes and cellos and this big thing that comes out. And then after that, James just goes like this. He goes, shh, 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 shh. And he's like, and then if you ever hear James when he's like not singing, he's like, no, we have a choir. Go, yeah, the damn, yeah. And I was like, oh, dude. He's like, no, I can see it, because James is that guy. You send him like, he doesn't like demos that are like fully done or anything. He wants like the bare bones minimum of it, and then he's that guy who like paint. Like I guess it's like a painter. Like I do the outlines, and he'll do all the coloring. Like,
that's what I was going to ask you, how the songs come constructed. He writes most of the lyrics, right, James Hart?
And melodies. And the thing is, he feels that like if I send him 2 finished songs, he doesn't want his artistic vision to stray anywhere. And then we've worked as a team for a long time, either with Zach Malloy or Fred or Colby, who was our producer on our second record.
Yeah, he did a great job on that record.
We've always just, him and I have just like, I like him having the vision, and then me kind of just adding all the nuances to it to try and make it as huge as possible.
So you play most of the leads on the records, right?
I play all the leads on the
record.
all
the leads, okay. Yeah, I didn't want to discredit the other guitar player.
No, Ryan's a beast. He's still got to play him live with me on all the harmonies.
Exactly. So, yeah.
He's actually, his right hand is ridiculous. I don't know if you've seen our YouTube, or not YouTube, our Facebook. He has a technique called beard muting. And he has a fake thing where he's beard muting. He's a trip. He just has all these wacky ideas, and we're actually at home. We have this side project that's like a comedy acoustic act called the Jet Skis. So you should check it out sometime.
Okay, that you have a Facebook page, Jet Skis?
Yeah, it's the Jet Skis, and like I think it's a fat Asian kid riding a jet ski is like our cover, and then it's a tie-dyed picture of a dude doing a handstand on a jet ski is like our main profile picture. It's pretty funny.
Okay. what do you think the difference is between the last album and the new one that you guys just put out? I mean, all three albums sound different. I know you didn't play on the first one, but the second album sounds a lot different than the new album.
I mean, everyone always says it, but this one, we kind of like didn't talk or anything for a couple months, you know, like none of us. And then Ryan and I kind of got together and started piecing it, and it was just really, to tell you the truth, just pure. Like we weren't thinking at that point, we didn't have a label, so we weren't thinking like we have to write a single, we have to write for the label, or we want a record deal again. It was just like, let's just write for fun. And then we ended up just thinking about it, and we're like, this is pretty good. Sent it to James. He's like, dude, let's see if we can do anything with it. So he came up. I moved there for a while. Came back here. He came up, to Sacramento. And
so you guys all don't live near each other, do you?
Me, Ryan, all of us now are from Sacramento.
Okay.
We all kind of grew up together now. And James is still in Orange County, but I mean, it's a 3-hour flight. It's $100. Like,
it's not too far.
Yeah, anytime I want to see him, I can. Plus, it's always cool. Like my boys in Schechter are coming out tonight. It's nice to party with them. So just make a day of it. Couple days.
Cool. So, let me ask you this: what's currently on your iPod? What are you listening to right now?
Let's see here. In Flames, Clayman. I love metal. Let's see. Ooh, dude, Papa Roach's Fear. That's a great record, dude. Jacoby went all out on that one. That one sounds great. And then the House of Golden Bones from Stone Sour. Like Stone Sour, Jim Root's one of my favorite guitar players as well. That dude's amazing.
So do you like Slipknot too?
I love Slipknot.
Yeah,
man. I totally love Slipknot. Well, it's funny, we actually got to open with Corey's acoustic act with Anthrax and Living Colour at an Indian casino a couple years ago, and it was so funny. Corey's like the most genuinely awesome dude, because we kind of got, we didn't have a dressing room or anything, and it was over 100 degrees that day, and he's just like, just take mine, dude. I got a bus. I don't care. I was like, you were so cool, dude. And he was like hanging out and partying with us the whole time.
That's cool.
We were eating his sandwiches. It was pretty good.
So does the title for the new album, The Wolves of War, mean anything in general, or is it just something you guys just?
It's just about
it's a cool title.
It's just about us sticking together and the whole just touring and trying to make a living in the industry. It's it's rough. We do that.
Yeah, speaking of that right now, I mean, I was here earlier watching you guys unload everything, get everything all set up. So there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that a lot of people don't know. I mean, and you guys are going on a massive
people see. Yeah, no, it's funny because everyone back home kind of does the thing where oh, you just played this big show for your hometown and it was packed, and they're like, is that the payoff? You're like, no, now we gotta huff our gear. I'm not complaining, by the way. A day on tour is better than any other day at home. I love it out here. I'm a road dog. I just love it.
So you guys just like being on the road, and a lot of work goes on behind the scenes. Is there any pros and cons to being on the road?
No.
Just all pro for you. All pro for you.
Obviously you get tired. You miss your cat.
Yeah.
I don't know, your parents, I guess, but you miss your relationships and friends back home. But to tell you the truth, you bond with dudes like family, and then they become when you get home, it's you kind of think you get sick of them, but first thing when you wake up in the morning, you have nothing to do. You're like, hey Johnny, what are you doing today?
Yeah.
Nothing. You want a barbecue? Yeah. So you just end up basically doing the same thing at home. So it's just nice to actually be playing every night, because we practice every night, almost every night when we're at home. You got to keep sharp, and plus at the bottom line, it's just fun. Playing music is supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
So it's we practice every day anyway. So this is just, I guess, a way cooler version of that.
I never asked anybody in a band this question yet, but I figured I'd ask them. It might sound stupid to you, but liner notes. And everybody always has their thank yous and stuff. I mean,
oh man, because we wrote our liner notes 2 years ago. So
how does that come about? Because I noticed that you had the Buddy the dog on yours, and then Ryan,
dog, he died.
And then Ryan had his Spaghetti the dog on his.
Oh, Spaghetti's his dog. It's Spaghetti's his little studio buddy. Spaghetti's his little. What is she? She's a Habanese or something. So she's just his little buddy all the time. And then I always thank Buddy the dog. I think I thanked him on my first record too, just because it was. I mean, come on, that dog you grew up with that you got when you were
That's
6.
what we have on our radio show. We have our dog. It's a mascot.
And he died when I was 22. Not to tell you why, but he died when I was 22, and it was just it was crushing, dude. And I wasn't really home to see him off. So it's kind of one of those classic kid goes to college, parents have to put down the family dog, and they're bummed. It was a bummer, dude. So I always thank him.
Still lives in the liner notes though.
Oh, dude, forever, man.
Yeah,
forever.
exactly.
I forgot I didn't have a cat when I wrote the liner notes though. My cat's pretty cool himself right now.
Okay.
So we named him Meatloaf.
Yeah. All right, so you guys are going to be on the road for the next month and a half. Where can people get the new CD, Wolves of War?
The best place, obviously, iTunes, easy, digital. Your local record store has it. But the absolute best place to do it is to come see us on tour at a show, and we'll even sign it for you.
Okay, cool. And they can find out about you guys on, you got a Facebook?
Facebook.com/BurnHalo, Twitter, BurnHalo, and our Instagram's BurnHaloOfficial. And we usually personally reply to most of them ourselves. I feel like it's really good to connect with fans and stuff, and you're more than welcome to add our personal profiles as well anytime you want to get in touch with us.
All right, I want you to introduce a song off the new album. Tell me about it real quick, all right? Just go right into it.
Okay, this song's called You Were the Damned. It's, about those times in your life where you have that person that you just takes you so far that you can't feel sorry for them anymore. So this is how it goes, and it's, our lesson to them.
All right, thanks a lot, Joey, for being part of Hard Rockology Radio. And here's one off the latest album, You Are the Damned.
Rock on.